And this is the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show. After the Rangers playing against a goaltender who hadn't played in the NHL in 4.5 years, and after blowing a 2-goal lead, the Rangers seized the moment, lock up the 2 points, and are now just 4 back of the Bruins in the playoff cut line in the East Division. Hi, everyone. From our Delta MSG studios, John Giannone, Steve Valiquette. You said before the game, in a roundabout but yet direct way, the Rangers had to win tonight. Yeah. And when the third period crunch time came and they suddenly found themselves tied, they figured it out.
John always teases me off camera that I'm always talking in absolutes. And the absolute fact to me, though, is if the Rangers don't put this together, John, and come away with a win, the season's over. They had to win. And that's where the real pressure lies. And this is where I'm most proud of the young guys and the leadership of the older guys. So you see, there wasn't that much pressure in Washington. Keep the game close, get a win, be excited about it. But what you really have to talk about is that this game for everybody meant the season. This was it. I don't know. You think that's just me, or is that just the way hockey guys are? I mean, you're going to this game and you're looking at it, John, and you're saying, you have to win or we're done, boys. Like, you have to. And the reason why I think that is, and I think the reason why we speak in these absolutes is because we like the feeling of being pushed up against the wall and then having to fight back. Right. And then you collectively do that and you get excited about it, and now you're on a roll.
I understand the concept of the psychological impact beyond tonight if you lose to a team that had lost 13 straight games. But again, it's still almost half the season left. And I know you'd look back and say those are 2 more points. This is all hypothetical, right, because the Rangers ended up winning. But I do believe that in the third period, when Buffalo stormed out in the first 5 minutes and tied the game, that the Rangers did understand then the urgency of needing to win.
Here's the thing. Had the Rangers lost, I don't know why we're going into that down this rabbit hole, but had they lost, the guys would wake up the next day, the sun would shine, and they'd find a way to rally and make another season out of it. Right. That's always the case. Mm-hmm. But to fire yourself up, to get fired up for the game, you have to feel that way because you're going to the locker room and, hey, you ready to go tonight? Are you ready to go tonight? Yeah. We need you, buddy. Yeah. And you
Maybe
fire.
It's more manufactured.
I think it's manufactured, but it's also, it helps your belief the next time too, because when you have to win, you're going to win.
There was a little bit of that after a scoreless first period, and then early in the second, the Buffalo Sabres actually took the lead in this one, and then the Rangers were able to score 3 in a row. Mm-hmm. The first 2 goals that they scored, one of which was on a 5-on-3, were the result of either winning a faceoff or going and getting the puck if you don't win it, and those are big plays.
Which, again, gets back to the pregame start here, and you're saying, hey, what is it that we want to do and accomplish on faceoffs, all right? It's not always a set play. It's a battle. And when centermen win, it's because your wingers do this. They fight back and help you, and then you get a read here off of your other winger that's going to slide in as everybody's turned and facing the wrong direction. People are missing their assignments, and now Kakko's a rock star on the back post. And that's a great look for him coming off of a long schneid. Again, another goal coming off of a face-off, but it's a power play. Same idea, though. You want to get into your setup as soon as possible. It gives Kreider the time to get net front. Panarin slides. There's also some confusion here because Panarin makes it look like he's going to pass to Zibanejad, but we've got a really good stick there from Kreider. Again, but the Rangers take advantage of the Buffalo players having their sticks on the wrong side, and it's a good read, and you give the Rangers a lot of credit. I'm just happy for the fact that you're able to execute when you need a goal because, once again, you're expected to score on your power play, and the Rangers came through tonight.
So Chris Kreider scores his 8th power play goal. Only Joe Pavelski and Leon Draisaitl in the entire NHL have more power play goals than Chris Kreider, 16 overall, 8 with the man advantage. So then late into the second period, Rangers holding a 1-goal lead. If they get another, it's a little bit more comfortable, and it comes from Adam Fox. And on this goal, a lot of people might ask, what is Adam Fox doing 2 feet from the net when he scores?
Right, and it's also an extension of what we were talking about earlier at the chase break. We were talking about how the Rangers can cause confusion on a D-zone and a rush structure that Buffalo really struggles with. You want to make it hard on them. And the way that it works is that when you're coming down the ice on a rush play, you want to have your numbers. Now, Fox is the defenseman that adds value, but he has to take that center line drive and take his man out of the position to now make it a 3-on-2. Buchnevich doesn't want the pass, though. He wants this to go to Kreider because the Buffalo sticks. Kreider doesn't see that, and he does make the pass. He threads the needle, and this now sets up Fox, who, again, is your defenseman joining the rush to give you those odd numbers. And surprise, surprise, we talked about rebounds as well and how you know, you can set up your structure a certain way. Buffalo can be a really good coach team. And there's Adam Fox's parents right there. They're cheering on my telestration that I just did of their son.
Yes, they love that circle around their son. Yeah.
But the thing that Adam Fox really does here is that I think the players know they can get away from their check after the initial check is made, and that's where the weakness of Buffalo's system is. They can get it drawn up, doesn't matter if it's Ralph Kruger or it's Granato or whoever. If you lose your check, it's almost like not even being there in the first place anyway. And that's what Buffalo is, and that's why they're having a hard time this season. But, again, credit the Rangers for taking advantage of that.